I finally got all my ducks in a row and figured I'd take another crack at the fight for Pyro. This event is going on right now and I wanted to partake. I missed the fight for Stanton and I didn't want to miss out on this. Previously, I tried running for the Frontier Fighters and what I ended up with was a hilariously botched attempt at an asteroid base, which I accidentally deleted the video from. Which is too bad. It would have been the best video you ever saw in your life. I can't prove that. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. This time around, I figured I'd try what the Citizens for Prosperity have to offer, and I know it locks you in. So once you make the choice, that's your choice, and that's what you've got. But I'm gonna go for it anyway. I'm gonna do the CFP missions, and we're gonna do this bad boy. And step 1 is to fly to the Stanton Gateway to pick up some cargo. We'll see how that goes. So at first glance, this seems kind of basic. Just pick up some crates and drop them off somewhere and they'll pay you 123k. Which seems excessive to me, but let's see how this goes. Nothing's ever that simple, right? So I'm sure there's some surprises along the way. Let's find out what they have in store for us. So I loaded my boxes, ignore the stuff I have in the back already, that's for something else. Take off, set my navigation point, and we're on our way. Man, this is exciting. What's going to happen along the way? Am I going to get interdicted? Is there going to be like a swarm of fighters trying to stop me from delivering these crucial supplies? Well, oh man, it would be really cool if I got there. There was just like people in the hangar trying to stop me or take what I've got. That would be great. Oh man, I can't wait to see how this pans out. Alright, so I've arrived and I'm unloading the crates and nothing's really going on yet. Maybe when I submit this, something will happen. When I drop the elevator, that's when the hell breaks loose. Oh, okay, that's it. Mission complete. Alright. That's I did it. I fought for Pyro. I fought for Pyro and I won. I just saved everybody's butt. Oh man, I can't wait to go tell some people. I'm going to the station now to tell everybody how I just became the hero of Pyro. Nothing instills you with confidence like walking as tall and proud as the hero who just saved Pyro with a single delivery mission. Hey buddy, guess what? I just saved Pyro. I'm your hero. I'm the hero of Pyro. Hey, guess who I am? I'm the hero of Pyro. Your hero, in fact. I just saved you. I just saved everybody. Hey, thought I'd come over and say hi. No big deal, I'm just the hero of Pyro is all. Hey everybody. Everybody look at me. Look, I'm the hero of Pyro. Hey, look at me. Everybody look at me. Somebody turn around, look at me. Look at the hero. Hey, how's it going? I'm the hero. Oh, hi. What's going on there? Oh, hey, sorry to interrupt. It kind of looks like you're going through some stuff over here, but I just want to let you know that I'm the hero of Pyro. Turn around, look at me. Hero of Pyro. Look at me, man. Put your drink down. You know what? Alright, you probably got some other problems. Hey, everybody, wake up! I'm the hero of Pyro. Wake up! Hey! Everybody! Hey, I'm the hero of Pyro. Hero of Pyro coming through. Tell your friends. Oh, hey, look, I mean, I stand in judgment of no one, but I was just thinking that any woman who would eat one of those worms probably doesn't care what she puts in her mouth, right? Oh, sorry. You know, I figured I'd shoot my shot, so to speak. Oh, I'm the hero of Pyro, by the way. Be sure to tell all the ladies. So it turns out there actually was one more of these missions in this phase. I'm gonna take care of that. It should be easy for a hero like myself. But to do it, I had to fly all the way back to the Stanton Gateway. So refuel and hit the road. So I'm well on my way back to the standing gateway, and suddenly my ship drops out of quantum. And this is not a huge surprise. The current patch is bugged, and sometimes your ship drops out for just, like, no reason whatsoever. It's an easy fix, you just start back up again. But it wouldn't start back up again. What's going on? Take a peek inside my ship at the controls. Holy crap, I'm out of quantum fuel. How did this happen? I was certain I filled up. Wait a minute. Roll this back. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. 100%. I was totally full of fuel. How did that happen? Ugh. And you can't, like, put out a service beacon to call for more fuel. If the Starfarer even works in this patch, who even knows? So, alright, I guess this session's over. So I get the next session loaded up, get to the standing gateway, pull into the hangar, bring up the elevator, count my crates, get the crates loaded up, get on my way to the next location. Arrive at the next location, pull into the hangar. Surely this is going to be it. This is when everything hits the fan. I get out of my seat, and I'm ready for the shit. And there it is. Nothing. Mission complete. Turns out there's another delivery mission after this one. Or at least, that's what I would say if I wanted to lie to you. There wasn't one more delivery mission. There were 4 more. Looks like it's going to be a thirsty day. Better chug some cruise, tighten my belt, and get to it. Hey, did I ever tell you guys how I became the hero of Pyro? It's actually quite the story. Oh, hey, where are you going? Why are you walking away? You don't want to hear about it? Why is it when I tell people this, they all try to walk away? Why is anybody... Oh, hey, what's going on? You want to hear about it? It's kind of interesting, actually. So it all started with me trying to change out my quantum drive. Eventually, I got all the missions completed. And even though they were simple, it wasn't exactly a straightforward process the whole time. Sometimes there were other players, sometimes there were NPC hostiles that wanted to fight me, and although the Zeus hits hard when he gets the first punch, it is not a dogfighter. And more than that, I'm also a human being. Sometimes I have to go let my dog out. Sometimes I have to go run errands. Sometimes I gotta go get groceries. You know, I have a wife. I actually like her. I want to spend time with her. So sometimes I want to sit around with her on the couch and watch true crime shows. The point is, the time commitment to complete all of these missions was, in my opinion, quite excessive. And I couldn't see them through without sometimes just stopping in the middle of a session and having to pick back up later. And when I began them, I didn't know how many there were going to be. They didn't say 1 of 2, 1 of 5, 1 of 6, and there were 6 total. But CIG didn't let me know that. I had no way of knowing how many of these I would have to complete in order to complete this phase of the fight for Pyro. Turns out, when I got all 6 done, I was able to pick up a mission for the very next phase. And this one, this was going to be the honeypot I was waiting for. Oh, see, now here we go. This is perfect. Retake CFP outpost. I mean, it pays a lot, but I don't even care at this point. I've been staring at my ship in quantum trouble for hours now. I want to get on my feet and do something. Kill everybody there? That's the perfect mission. Finally, let's go. So it's all the way out of Terminus, which is fine. Not a big deal there. I'm actually kind of excited about this. I've been to this planet before, but I haven't actually done anything here, so I'm kind of jazzed about doing a mission in this area. And of course, when I pull in, I like to level the playing field a little bit, so I'm not just going to get out of my boat and walk out in the open like a chump. I'm gonna open right up from the sky. These guys will die having never seen the face of their attacker. Alright, enough of that. Let's get some boots on the ground. It's negative 155. Can't be out here very long. I'll be getting hypothermic. The mechanics of which I actually really like, because when you get cold enough, your hands start to shake, and I think that adds a lot to it. You may notice that the screen's flipping a little bit, and that's because I use reshade. And some people might say that's cheating, and here's what I have to say about that. Work on detecting infrared light began in the 19th century. Night vision was invented in 1929, and by 1943 it was being used in combat. I'm not going to hear that 1,000 years in the future, there's no night vision. I know people in my life today that have night vision scopes they use to hunt hogs. And here's the crux of it. If NPCs in this game can see and obliterate me in near pitch blackness, through smoke, through fog, and through steam, if they can see me no matter how well I'm blending in with my environment, then I get to flip my fucking shaders. I'm not going to hear that's cheating on a server with a proper 30 FPS tick rate, where NPCs are given that type of unfair advantage over me, especially so in a game with no visual accessibility features. Now let's go fuck these guys up. So the mission details said I had more people to shoot, and I was able to get my ship and buzz around a little bit and flesh out one more guy, but I couldn't find anybody else. Eventually I landed my ship and got back out again and ran around just out in the open, just trying to find somebody, trying to flesh out more of the NPCs, but there were none to be had. And, you know, numerically, there should have been 2 or 3 more at least, and they were nowhere. I couldn't find them. I spent 25 minutes running around trying to find the rest of the NPCs, and there were none. Eventually, I just got so bored, I gave up. I spent an hour and 10 minutes on this mission, and I wasn't able to complete it. And going back to, like, you know, I've got a real life to live as well. I can't spend 2 hours running around trying to find where they hit NPCs, only to find out that they got stuck inside the geometry or they fell through the planet. I'm sure somebody's going to pipe up in the comments and say, well, if you just wall glitch yourself into the building, you can find them. Well, I'm not doing that. They should be out in the open where I can shoot them. So, mission not really working. It started out fun, but it didn't end that way. So what's the tally in Fight for Pyro so far as CFP goes? Total amount of time spent in-game, 4 hours, 38 minutes. Total earned, 738,000 credits. Number of missions that were actually completable, 6 out of 7. Total amount of time spent actually having fun, 29 minutes. I expected more from the Fight for Pyro than what I got, which is 25-minute long box missions. CIG has 1,000 monkeys working at 1,000 keyboards. I expected better than this, and it's not what I got. You can hardly call this content. Does anybody remember Lord of the Rings Online? That game from like 20 years ago, which by the way is still playable. That game had like 3 million players on day one. I was one of them. Hell, me and her friend, she and I used to run a guild with hundreds of members. We would host events with hundreds of people showing up. It was big. It was a big game. And then one day, all of a sudden, the entire player base just evacuated the game. What happened? The end-game content dropped, and it was lame. After 2 years of playing the game, maxing out your character, maxing out your armor, maxing out your weapons, getting all of your macros and combos set, by the time you got to the end of the game, you were dangerous. And then the DLC dropped with the in-game content. You're going to Angmar, to the land of the Witch King, and you get there, and the first settlement you go into, they're giving you boar quests. Oh, brave adventurer, thank the heavens you've come. Boars are terrorizing our settlement. Would you please go and kill 6 boars so that we can sleep well at night? I mean, seriously, that's what they gave us. And players quit. Players spent like 2 years playing the game, hoping for the greatest adventure, and what they got instead was day 1 level combat tutorial quests. What the hell were they working for that whole time? They quit. So did I. How is this relatable? Because I'm in Pyro right now. This is Pyro. This is supposed to be the big kid content. It's a lawless system. You're on your own. Time to grow some hair in your ass and go out there and fight for what you want. Instead, what I get is box delivery missions. Long ones, I might add. Long, boring, completely eventless box delivery missions. Spent hours doing this. Hours. There's nothing to it. There is no realm in which this can be called compelling content. I'm pulling into an empty hangar and I'm delivering medical supplies, so-called. The simple fact is I'm delivering pixels to nothing. 123,000 credits is a good payout for the effort. It's a terrible payout for the amount of time. I could have made so much more doing something else within the game. In the time it took me to run one of these missions, I could have done 2 bunker missions. I would have made half as much, but I would have had so much more fun and felt like I actually got something done. In fact, I would have paid the Citizens for Prosperity 100,000 credits just for a chance to go out and do a mission that's actually fun. Just an hour-long adventure in which I find myself in the fight for my life, going tooth and nail for every inch of ground. I'd pay them for that. Now that they have instanced hangars in the game, so much more is possible. There's a dozen doors in this hangar. Any one of them should be opening up and people should be coming out and trying to attack me. The same is true of all faction-specific content within Pyro, because you're supposed to have rep with these factions, right? You're supposed to have friends in some areas and enemies in others. So if you pull into an enemy station, if you actually make it past the safeguards on the outside, when you pull to the hangar, like, people should come out and try and stop you. Say, hey, you're not welcome here, and you have to fight for your way into the space station. But that's not happening. Nothing's happening. Why isn't that in the game? Of course, it's going to be, oh, well, the servers can't handle it. The processors are already too busy. Well, there's a solution to that. And I'm going to give you 2 things to think about. Instances, client side. But these are never going to happen because CIG has decided that this is not how Star Citizen is going to be. They're running the game on ethics rather than efficiency and fun. One day, I'm going to die. The time of my life is valuable to me. And how I spend that time matters. And I want to do things I enjoy. I do enjoy playing Star Citizen. It's a beautiful game. It's fun. I like dedicating time to it. And you know what? Frankly, in the alpha, because we're playing, we're all part of the testing process. We're all providing analytical data for this. And that's fine. I'm okay with it. Now, before you come at me in the comments and say, well, if you wanted more adventure, you should have gone with a different faction. And ultimately, I'd say, yes, that's true. And I'm going to rebut with this. This type of basic content shouldn't even be on CIG's radar for a game-wide event. I am glad they are putting content in the game. I really am. But when we're talking about seasoned professional game designers, this was just lazy. There was a difference between providing easy, accessible, casual gameplay and stealing the time from my life. Be sure to tell me how stupid I am in the comments. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, give it a like anyway. And remember, I'm not a real doctor.